It's kind of the downside I think you have to take in. Therefore, I think you're in general more favored after like day 8, because by then you should have found all the key pieces, and I tend to win more after day 8 with the companion core and the full setup, and I struggle at least sometimes more with the ignition core in those days. So it's like a balance where the one is stronger earlier and the other one is stronger later. So you have to pick your poison there. I think both are strong, and I can have like, I have reliable 1, like 10 wins and 1 loss or 0 loss runs with the companion core. So I would say you can make it work, but it is harder, definitely, for sure. Not gonna lie there. I started to release the VODs after the stream. So at the moment, I should have released VODs for the last streams I did, the last couple of days at least, where I feel comfortable releasing. I still want to have like the little bit of control if there are like screw ups on my side on the stream, that the VOD is only getting released afterwards. It is partly probably because I'm just a little uncomfortable and not used to streaming. I can see myself releasing the VODs instantly in a couple of weeks if I still stream and enjoy streaming. For the time being, I'm kind of new to streaming. I don't know what happens here. I will just restart the game again and see if that is fixing the issue. Tiffef, yeah, you can send it. I have seen people were able to post links. I have no idea how my standard setup and policy is on the Nightbot, but feel absolutely free. So this is Tiffef Sport. I mean, congratulations on getting there with the nanobots and reducing the cooldown by a lot. Reasonable skills, but nothing completely crazy. Congratulations on the 10 wins. I would say this is an ethical and fair board. Okay, new round, new game. Let's try my luck here. Yeah, nanobots are kind of nice. You have like at the same time often like hitting them the opponent. It feels good. We can either play another companion core, kind of see making it consistently work, and hope not to brick, or we can try a little bit the armored core. I feel more comfortable here, so let's pick it. It's too late, and I cheekily like yeah I cheated a little. I just like instantly pressed the companion core. Anyway, same goes again. Small friend is probably more valuable to me than weapons. I don't like bronze skills, so just take the freebie here. I can fight those two. I can fight all of these. A little bit of shield, a little bit more gold. Let's go here. We need to see armor. Yeah, I promise next stream I try to pick an armor. Okay? Let's make a fair compromise. Next time I see an armor core, or next stream latest, I will do this. How many ranked games do you play per day? I mean, it depends a little. Because at some point I might get tilted and then I have to stop. Normally I play for like 4 to 8 hours ranked a day. But that there is like a variance. So this morning I probably only played 3 to 4 hours, and then I had like all my progress wiped out by some crazy bad RNG high roll by my opponents. And then I had to stop because I didn't want to play anymore. but also in the earlier, like a week ago or something, when I was still climbing more and consistently, I sometimes played like 8 or 12 hours straight ranked. And to put this into games, I would say I am really fast pacing in that situation. I just put in my trance music, I enjoy the game, and I just go ham and maybe watch a quiet, like without sound, stream on the side and engage maybe sometimes with the chat there. And so it's like half an hour, I think, per game, maybe even a little less, just because I'm really just playing my 2 cores mainly and drilling it down the same way I do all the time, again and again, and only make considerations when I think there is a consideration to make. And those situations occur less and less often. So it's like probably 12 to, I don't know, 25 games a day. Lately, less, just because it's kind of hard to climb and tilting to lose. Okay. I don't really value small items yet too much. Sure, there's an Aiden and a gamma ray, but it's like not guaranteed to hit. I rather have like a little bit of XP and gold. And prefer medium items. Here the situation changes. Even though I said earlier leveling up is amazing, it's only amazing if I have something on the board, and it's my I think last chance to buy things on the board. So I will go for the medium small items here. Kind of rewarded. Still picking up the water cooler. I don't like to invest into crypto in the first day. Reasoning is, in the first day you often cannot spare the money because you want to use it at some point. And also bronze crypto has, for me, a way too high tendency to be at one gold. I don't know why, but for some reason it stays most of the time at 1 gold and only barely moves up. So I will pass on it. I know it should be correct to buy it. I don't know. I will not do it. Against your average dually, you will lose here because you don't have any scaling. Like if this was a gamma ray, I would feel at least in a situation where I would say it is possible. I don't think it is possible. Like I think your average dually has a ray, your average dually is fast pacing, scaling poison, or he's scaling shield, or he's scaling weapon damage. It does not really matter. Like nearly every core is more scaling than our. So I will just say, well, rip our last day one we lost. Let's make it up later. And I will farm here my extra HP. I feel like that is the reasonable approach. Thank you, Jonius, for the follow. Appreciate you being here. Thank you, thank you. Welcome to the stream. Never Gamba, best dually skin. Also, I'm not really certain, but I think with a copper ad we would have gotten here. Because we would have also stacked decent amount of shield and poison on my opponent. You don't know, but I think the assumption I did was still correct. 3 loot items are amazing. I like 3 loot items. The other options were not as good. We can go to J, or we can start getting our experience that we need to achieve the level up by the end of the day. I rather do it. I'm not feeling frisky for the risk here. In the later days, I will always do it here. I take just the gold and XP that is guaranteed. I am rich enough to go to Andy. Maybe find a few things that I like. I will buy the Alpha Ray. It's just like a small investment, and I have seen some crazy stuff going on with it. So that is that. I don't think it is warranted to upgrade the copper ad though. And I wanted to reroll. It's not possible. Hello, game. Okay, our game crashed. I will restart the game again. Seems like there is some server issues with the game at the moment. Okay, let's reroll. I don't think a duct tape is good on the companion core, in all honesty. The rest also is not really good. Don't need to use any of those. I mean, we can sell this, keep in those. And here we have two options kinda, because I don't feel strong enough for the warrior. I feel strong enough for both of these. I rather have the wing from the mosquito. In that case, I think we don't need the scaling of the alpha ray. So we're making ourselves just a little weaker to still win against the mosquito. And then we can farm a little more health with the water cooler. I think that is, especially in the early days, rather rewarding. Because like having here 20, 30, 50 more health is percentage-wise a lot. One time One time it happened to me and you sold a Beast of Burden instead of enchanting it. I had this bug occur a few times, but fortunately, if I just restarted the client or like went to the main menu and back, it fixed the problem. So for some reason, it could undo my selling, but I don't know. It's day 2. We don't need the XP anymore. We don't need the change necessarily. I mean, more gold is good, more XP is good, don't get me wrong, but it's not needed. I kind of need to fill my board. A race call is reasonable to get. A missiles is perfect to get. So I feel like those two options make me inclined to go shopping here. I'm not certain I want to invest in a Chris Army knife, though I will do it. And I will reroll. I will not buy an Armadillo, and the rest is also not really good. I will definitely go for Sterling here. We still need like a lot of stuff. Oh, this shop is making me amazingly happy. I mean, for those who don't watch me regularly, I am the one guy who is swearing off Brick Buddy. I think he is rather undervalued by the top players in this game. And I have a lot of success with the Brick Buddy. So I love the Brick Buddy. Not gonna lie. Is probably on the Companion Corps my most beloved item. I rather, like, it's close, but I definitely upgrade the Brick Buddy over my Gamma Rays. And I probably even argue I'd rather have like early my Brick Buddy and scale it up and play a burn version of a Companion Core with a diamond and or like golden and then later diamond Brick Buddy than having my Monitor Lizard set up. Anyway, I swear off this guy. Also, I got my Gamma Ray, so kind of my scaling possibility without the Lizard is already done. Amazing shop. Short excursion, whatever. Small talk about that. This being said, I need to make space for this, or like not space. I need to find gold for it a little, not too much. Yeah, we don't need you. Hello, you. Job done. Shield, cinders, random shield, extra health. I don't think the cinders are doing anything for us. The shield is comparable nothing on the brick body. So we can either go for a shield and a high roll, but I don't think there are reasonable lot of reasonable assumption. Best one would be obviously a silver brick body to make it golden. And I don't know if it's even possible. Should be, but I don't know. I rather take the guaranteed health here, making sure I'm not dying to any weird situations. This will for sure be my setup. I don't think I need the extra poison on the copper red. I rather have like fast trigger, like 1 second faster trigger on my water cooler with the Chris Army knife. Though I'm still maximizing the scaling here on the brick body, and I'm not trying to be too cheesy and under respect my opponent. I still want the fastest trigger here. You could argue doing it like this, but that is like a little too greedy, I feel. I don't think it is like really needed to do it like this. I feel like we are getting away with the extra second here. I will never like really care about this, but I can also save it. I will save the poison for the lizard. This is my setup. I will go and yeah, enjoy my day. Thank you for the follow, Petri, and welcome to the stream. Greatly appreciate you being here. Do you ever run pyrocarbon in burn? I have to shamelessly, like not shamelessly, I have to admit, embarrassingly, I don't know. Let me refresh my... No, I don't. The answer is I didn't even know the item. I don't. Like by name, I obviously know the item. And I mean, I'm just a brick body enjoyer because I feel like the brick body is like on its own winning me most matchups. Like there are a few matchups I will lose, but either it has to be a really strong burn with haste or golden ray and I only have like a golden brick body. As long as my brick body is as high, I kind of win the most burn matchups in the mid game rather of the brick body by itself. I win against most of weapon builds. It solos Vanessa and Pygmalion in most cases. And the only thing I need to be scared of is kinda poison, which is reasonable. Sure, I'm falling off in the one mirror, but in all other matchups, I kinda soloing my brick body. It's crazily good. Items it is. Okay, I put on the streamer client here. So let's buy the lizard first. Of course, we can do this. And we're selling off this, and then we buy this. And yeah, we got there. Body is a great safety net versus some... Are you an engineer in real life? No, I am officially part-time tutor and part-time student, kinda, at university, both. And I studied physics and philosophy. I don't think that makes me even remotely an engineer. I have not studied engineering or work in that field per se. Though physics and engineering is not too far off, to be fair, in some sort of way. You could work as an engineer if you have studied physics, I would argue. As someone who plays brick body solos me very often, this build is done now. Yeah, there's a bomb squad I think I can consider I want to have in the board and a better array, but we are kind of done and won the game already. So it's like we lost day 1 and now we probably get our 10-1 run. To be fair, it's Giga High Roll here, not gonna lie. We're poor, we don't need to reroll. We just take the free chocolate over slow item. I'm certain my Scout Trooper is not hurting me enough, so I just make the Wii farm and maximize our health. I feel the Brick Buddy is soloing a Scout Trooper. I'm convinced here, even though it is just a bronze one, so I should have considered it more. Maybe put in an array or something, but is Chemsnail any good with Lizard? Don't see it often. No, I think the output of Chemsnail is kinda not even remotely enough. The Lizard will do the main damage output, and then it is more reasonable to have any other item kinda instead of a Chemsnail. Missiles will make more ticks of the core. You can put in Race Call that has some direct damage and sustainability. So I can think of a dozen other items that are better, and I would never run a Chemsnail with a Lizard. I think it's just plain not optimal or reasonable. And thank you, JP Wildcat 81. Welcome to the stream. In case you're a cat lover, yeah, I'm kinda sending cat videos every day, so I enjoy cats a lot. Small items are reasonable, but not really needed. I just take gear, XP, and gold just to get ahead of the curve. It's pretty nice to do that. We can kind of argue a little and then come to the conclusion what we want to do here. So 3 loot items are reasonable, but they're still like silver or even bronze, I don't know, whatever. They're like little less value to us, and I rather have a guaranteed 3% cooldown reduction. We have our composition as stated earlier, so bronze items are not valuable over this. We pick it. Medium and large items of friends. I think the friends vendor is pretty nice for us. I can think of a bomb squad or upgrade for any of those items on the board, kinda. I think that is more hits on average here, even though I cannot reroll. Though reroll is costing gold, and we're like with 8 gold not high. Those are not the friends I like. So let's think a little bit about positioning. How much do we respect a Vanessa? In all honesty, I disrespect her. I farm HP, and I think I want to farm HP. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's free with Brick Buddy. We disrespect. Yeah, I totally agree. We should be safe no matter what we do here. What do you think are Pig's biggest strength in the meta? Also, what are your thoughts on the free will? Let's make the easy one. I think Pig is in a okayish situation. I fear most of the time as dually player Pigs that have won their games, just because there is a really strong Regal Blade or one-shot mechanic coming in, and it's uncertain whether you can raise them or not. So I feel like Pig is in a good place, and their strength is just accumulate a lot of health, have a big weapon, or have like a golden crook, and you are in a reasonable spot. I got raised lots and lots of time by Pigs, and I am more scared of a full winning Pig Melian over a full winning dually in general. Like if I play ranked, the full win, never lost a run a day. Pygmalion is scaring me a lot more. The free will. Let me continue, and we're getting back to that in a second. We can go for silver items. I think it is reasonable, or we go for chocolate. which is a lot better. We have our composition, we don't need anything really necessary. So let's just move up ourselves up here. I think it is also good just to increase on that. I don't think he has enough scaling for us. I put in the two poison lizard just to make sure we are not missing out here. First of all, thank you Random Ghost and Lunko for the follow. Greatly appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. I don't know what the elliptical and continental discussion is. Before I go there, I have to answer the free will answer. So on the one side, I would really hope we have a free will, because everything else would be kind of scary and make us people uncomfortable. But I think on a reasonable, logical level, most of the arguments are rather on the side, in my personal opinion, that we don't have a free will. There is a reasonable amount of arguments made, and I think they convince me more. And to make it short, I don't think we have a free will, and yet I still want to hope we have one, just for argument's sake. Everything else is super scary. Poison extract is amazing, loot items is reasonable, cooldown reduction is also reasonable. Since we are ahead, I think we get away with cooldown reduction. We have later to make sure we're still not falling off and losing the mirror because we neglected the poison scaling. But yet, at the moment, we should be ahead since we have a golden gamma ray. So for me, it is still cooldown reduction here. We have here the opportunity to look for medium items or go for XP and gold. I like to get ahead of the curve, just because we are already there. And getting a silver brick buddy is possible at this point, but not really likely. So we just skip and take the gold. We go for JJ though. Nothing to see here. I do respect the dually, not get me wrong there. So this should be the setup. I think for the time being, Aiden is proccing more than Companion Core, so this is correct. Otherwise, we should consider this. It should be close. I don't know. Let's go with this. I try to catch up with you guys in the chat. Hello, Kira, and good morning, good morning. Welcome to the stream. Also, Hedgehog Mac and Kentaf and Hombre, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Greatly appreciate you being here. Hope you enjoy the stream. If you have feedback, feel free to feedback